Don't freak out. This just in. Earlier today, a federal appeals court upheld a law that could see the ban of TikTok in the United States next month. But it's not all bad news, and let me explain why. As some of you might remember, earlier this year, the federal government passed a law that would force the sale of TikTok, giving them a deadline of January the 19th. Shortly after that, TikTok sued the federal government. Today, a panel of 3 judges from the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia unanimously sided with the Justice Department in declining to review the petition for relief from TikTok and ByteDance, its Chinese parent company, saying that the law is constitutional. This law was passed with bipartisan support, meaning both Republicans and Democrats thought it was a good idea. They claim that it was due to security concerns. ByteDance is owned and ultimately controlled by China. It is a Chinese company. We know how China operates. Quote, we conclude the portions of the act the petitioners have standing to challenge, that is, the provisions concerning TikTok and its related entities, survive constitutional scrutiny. We therefore deny the petitions, Senior Judge Douglas Ginsburg wrote in the majority opinion today. ByteDance has said previously that they cannot sell to a U.S. company as required by the law, and even if they could, they've also said they would not. So, there are a lot of people whose livelihood depends on TikTok, and they would have to scramble to figure things out if this app was banned. However, this is what is likely going to happen. Sometime shortly before January the 19th, the deadline, TikTok will appeal this decision to the Supreme Court. That will buy them some time, some critical, much needed time. Time for what? Time for Donald Trump to be sworn in on January the 20th. The most likely scenario is that TikTok will be able to remain operating while they appeal this decision, all the way up to the Supreme Court, a court stacked with conservative justices, many of whom Donald Trump appointed himself. So, even though Donald Trump tried to get TikTok banned while he was president, during his campaign for re-election, he promised if he was elected that he would make sure that TikTok could keep operating in the United States. And Donald Trump is going to want to keep as many of his promises as possible. I think it's 90% likely that because of that, Donald Trump will help save TikTok. Maybe. Donald Trump not only told the American people that on the campaign trail that he wants TikTok to keep operating in the US, but recently a representative for Trump officially on the record echoed that sentiment from the president-elect. But there's the 10%. It might not happen. Why? Well, 3.3% that the US government really does have information that it is a true security risk. 3.3% that Mark Zuckerberg might have some sway here. He, the Meta owner, just met with Trump Thanksgiving week at Mar-a-Lago. And 3.34%, whatever, First Lady Elon Musk. It would only help Elon Musk's X, formerly known as Twitter, if TikTok went bye-bye. And First Lady Elon might put pressure on Trump to tell the American public Oh, it's a security concern. TikTok needs to go. But like I said, I think the likelihood of those three scenarios is 10%. And Trump even has many people very close to him, like Kellyanne Conway, who have actively lobbied and been hired by ByteDance to campaign to save TikTok. And my thoughts are, I hope TikTok stays. Yeah, that might sound surprising coming from me. I hope TikTok can keep in business because of all the people that it helps. I truly know many people who make a living, a decent living on TikTok. And I know if the app were to go away, they would not be able to equally monetize on other platforms. TikTok pays better. And I hate to see small business owners and creators suffer. We need to come up with a better solution for the safety concerns issue. There has to be. So don't freak out. Like I said, 90% likely that TikTok will stay. But there's still that 10%. What do you think is going to happen? Let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comments section.